the secret Japanese technique that eliminates stress in minutes. Did you know that there is an ancient Japanese technique that can eliminate stress in less than 5 minutes? And the most incredible thing, all you need is your hands. Stress is called the disease of the century. It affects sleep, health, relationships. But what few people know is that the solution can be in the palm of your hand, literally. This technique, known as Jin Shin Jutsu, has been used for centuries by Japanese monks and healers. Simple, powerful, and with no side effects. Imagine being able to control your emotions with a simple touch. Anxiety? Goodbye. Anger? Dispelled. Sadness? Transformed into serenity. It seems like magic, but it's ancient science. Now, here's the secret. Each finger on your hand is connected to a specific emotion. By holding a finger for a few minutes, you release the tension accumulated in that emotion. For example, are you feeling nervous? Hold your thumb. Want to combat fear? Hold your index finger. It seems too simple to work, doesn't it? But recent studies show that practices like this actually balance the nervous system, reducing levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. And you know what's even better? You can do it anywhere, at work, in traffic, before bed. You don't need any equipment or advanced training. Now tell me, what are you waiting for to try it? Hold a finger right now. Take a deep breath and feel the difference. And the most fascinating thing is that this technique is not only about relieving stress. It is also a way to reconnect the body and mind. In the rush of everyday life, we forget how small gestures can have a profound impact. Have you ever noticed how, instinctively, we hold our hands when we are anxious or nervous? It is as if the body already knows what it needs to do, but our distracted mind ignores it. Jin Shin Jutsu is a reminder that we have the power to calm ourselves, without relying on anything external. Another interesting point, this technique is also used to improve concentration and increase energy. Many people report that after a few minutes of holding their middle finger, for example, they feel incredible mental clarity, as if they had reset their brain. And here's another interesting fact. In addition to the fingers, this practice can also be applied to specific points on the body, called energy flow points. These points help to release energy blockages that, according to Japanese tradition, are the cause of emotional imbalance. You may be wondering, but does this really work, or is it just talk? Well, many people around the world have already tried it and shared impressive stories. From calming an anxiety attack to helping with recovery from physical pain. And the best of all is that this practice is for everyone, young, old. No matter your age or routine, Jin Shin Jutsu is as universal as breathing. And here's a challenge. Choose a moment in your day, no matter how small, to try it. Maybe before an important meeting, or in that moment of tension before bed. Just a few minutes can make a huge difference. If you're still skeptical, let me share something surprising. Many modern healing practices are beginning to recognize the wisdom of ancient traditions. What was once considered alternative is now being studied by renowned universities and institutes. For example, a study published in a scientific journal showed that touch techniques such as Jin Shin Jutsu can significantly reduce heart rate and blood pressure during times of intense stress. Isn't that amazing? What's more, the simplicity of this technique makes it a powerful tool for those suffering from chronic anxiety. While medications can take weeks to take effect, these small gestures can bring almost immediate relief. Another thing that few people know is that, in addition to emotions, this practice can also help harmonize the physical body. There are reports of people who have used Jin Shin Jutsu to relieve muscle pain, digestive problems, and even strengthen the immune system. And what makes all this even more fascinating is the fact that you don't need to spend a dime to learn. There are no expensive workshops, sophisticated equipment, or gurus to follow. The knowledge is within everyone's reach and can be applied intuitively and for free. But to get the most out of it, it's important to practice regularly. Like any skill, the more you use it, the more you'll notice the benefits. It's like training a muscle that, over time, becomes stronger and more efficient. Now imagine, what would your life be like if you had such a simple and effective method for dealing with everyday challenges? A technique that can be applied at any time, without interruptions, without excuses. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed. How different would it be? What if you took 5 minutes to hold your fingers, take a deep breath, and reorganize your energy? And the best part of all this? By learning and practicing, you can also teach others. Imagine sharing this knowledge with someone you love and seeing how it can transform that person's life. Because, at the end of the day, sometimes the most powerful answers are the simplest. The Japanese technique we're talking about today is proof of this. An ancient practice that continues to be relevant, practical, and deeply transformative. Now tell me, do you believe that something so simple can be so transformative? Or would you rather continue looking for complex solutions to problems that, deep down, have such an accessible answer?